you can use any language you want for backend. You can use any framework you want. You just need your data to be readable in form of endpoints, right? So you have these endpoints, multiple endpoints available. You can use XML, JSON, right? So any other language or framework will work for that purpose. Cool. So let me just yeah, not an issue, Himanshu, not an issue. Okay. Rich, can you accept my request? Excuse me, Rich, are you there? Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, sure. I will do try that. We will ponder upon that issue. First, I have to, load up my system. So just a minute. Okay, I got the access. So my screen should be visible. Cool. Okay. Okay, is this visible? Cool. Let's just fire up our application, what we built yesterday. Okay. Okay, this was some different application, right? Okay. Okay. What is the benefits of using Visual Code instead of Android Studio? Yeah, absolutely. Vinu is right. We have multiple extensions. Also, VS Code is very lightweight when it compares to opening up Android Studio and typing things. So Android Studio is not that RAM efficient. At least in my case, whenever I start my Android Studio, so it takes up like 20 to 30% of the memory. So it's not very space conscious, right? Yeah, absolutely, Rajiv. I'm running into some issues here. Video page, generate recording. Let's just do this. Okay. So did you guys do something yesterday? Like, did you try something new? So yeah, this was the application. What did you do, Shubham? This was the application which we built yesterday, right? So we were tapping on this and we were not able to launch the URL. Okay, this was happening because I was running my application. I'm not presenting. Really sorry, my PC is having a lot of issues. HPB or SIOJ. Is it fine now? My PC is having some issues, so that's why. So yeah, yesterday we were clicking on this button, right? We were not getting redirected to a browser window because I have this emulator and it's an API level 30. You can see it right here. So API level 30 is like the latest one currently. Android API level 29 is what the phones are using. Okay. So if I just switch this with my API level 29 emulator, which is at the back here, right? And if I try to run this application, let's terminate. HTTP, SIA, Okay, so this was the application yesterday, right? Now I'm running it on API level 29, and let's say if it works. So yeah, in this case, it's working fine. Okay, so this is what we were trying to do yesterday, and there was an issue because we were just using API level 39, that is the latest one. So if you want to know the API levels of particular Android versions, right? Android versions API levels. So every API version, like Android Pie, Android Norbit, they have different versions for every API, right? So you can see Android first started, and Android 12, which is latest, and it's under work as of now. And Android 11 is what we're using as of now. That is Android 30. So the plugin which we were using, that is URL launcher, that was not compensate. It was not in order with the API level 30 upgrade. No, it's not depreciated actually. The person who created that URL launcher plugin, he did not update it accordingly for the API level 30 part. So that's a third party issue, not an issue from the Flutter side or from the Android side or from the OS side, right? So you have to take care. Everything is written inside the README of the plugin which we are using. Okay, so that thing is done. I will just pin this tab and I will minimize this. And I will go back. I'm back to my application. Okay, cool. So I can update my URL from here. Let's make it google.com. And this should work just fine. Okay, just control this. Load the app. Okay, cool. So that's how you launch URL on tapping a button. Okay, so yeah. So now we are going to see how I can redirect this thing on multiple pages. Okay, so we can. What happens is normally whenever you create an application, it has multiple pages, right? So let's say you're using WhatsApp. So when you tap on a chat, you just get redirected to another sort of window where you are able to chat with that person. So that technically means a multi-screen application. So we have screens, okay? We call them screens whenever we are redirected. This redirection is called a routing, okay? And we create routes between screens, okay? And every screen is technically it can be a widget, it can be technically a code which is written into some Dart file, right? It can be a scaffold widget technically, right? So inside our lib folder here, I will create another folder called screens. Okay. Inside screens folder, I will create a screen. Okay. So let's just create a Dart file, and I will name this as, let's say, what to name it? Let's name it screen one. Screen. Okay. Screen dot dot. Cool. Now we have to write some code inside this. So this works exactly like how we are communicating here. Okay, we had a main.dart file, and this main.dart file had a material app which was being listened from this portfolio page here. Okay, so let's go inside screen, and in this screen I want to display this. So first of all, we have to import a material package. Okay, now I want to create a widget. Let it be a stateless widget, and let's name it as my image. So on this screen, we are going to display an image, okay? And we cannot return a container. We need an app bar here as well, and all the basics functionalities required. So we will again return a scaffold here, okay? And this scaffold will have a app bar, and app bar will have a title. Title will accept a text widget. This will have my image. Okay, cool. Now inside the body, we will have a container. The container will have a child, and that child will be an image widget, and that can be a network image. And we will get the URL. Get the URL, we'll go to Chrome. We'll go to Android version history, let's say. We will take this image, or let's take any image here. This image, right? I will copy this image address. I will come back here. I will paste this. Cool. And let's close this emulator. Okay. So now I have this page ready, and this page will have an app bar, and it will show just an image. But how will I able to go to that page, right? How can I do that? So for that we have something in Flutter called material page route. Okay. So let me just show you material page route. Okay. So this is how we navigate between screens. So we have to create routes as of now, like we discussed. So there are multiple ways to create routes. First one is navigator.push, navigator pop. Okay. Let me just copy a code snippet and show this to you. We have this. Let's go back to code, to our portfolio page. Now I want a floating action button here in the right hand side corner below. Okay, so I will go to my scaffold and I will type floating action button. I will get the floating action button widget. I will give it a child. I will name it as, inside the child, I will give it an icon. So icons dot image. Cool. So yeah, we have the icon here, and we have the floating action button covering it. So I will write a on pressed function for this. So inside on pressed, let's go to our I want this screen to be navigated to the screen which we created, right? This screen.dart file. Okay. So we have this on pressed code here, right? So this is how you refer documentation. I will just copy this entire on pressed. I'll click here. I will just paste it here. Okay. So the second route will technically be our our widget, which is present inside the screen.dart file. So what's the name of the stateless widget here? Name of our class is my image. So I will just copy this. I will come back to portfolio page and I will paste it here. Okay. Navigator.push. Okay. I will just have to remove this. Okay. Okay. So now it's gone. So we have to just import it. So I will go over here on quick fix, or you can just click on this yellow bulb as well. So this will show me the issues, right? So it is telling me like that I have to import this file screen. So they both are technically the same thing, but it's always a good practice to, import it in form of this package thing, right? It's a good development practice to always go with that, because this creates a uniformity when you are going to look at the imports. Okay. So we are done. So let's just see our application. So the expected behavior is that whenever I click on this, I'll be redirected to a different page. Okay, so let's try that. Yeah, yeah. So you can see it works. Okay, so this is how you redirect yourself between pages. So this already comes with a back button. So whenever you'll press this, you will be sent back to your destination. Okay. the previous page. Okay, so let's just try to do this. So you can create likewise your material pages, right? So there's something called navigator pop as well. Okay, so let's just try that. Here is actually a demo, so you can run this demo right here. Okay, I'll click on this. This opens back my route. I'll click on go back and I will redirect you to this path. Okay, so this was an example of navigator.push. So push is just technically pushing you towards, and so there are multiple navigator routes. So these are called named routes. Okay, so you can name your routes as well. Let's say I have a WhatsApp like application. So I would like to name my routes here. So if I want to send someone to a status page, so I will not write that class entirely, that status widget or stateless widget class. Okay, I can just redirect them via a name, a text. Okay, so if I want to send someone to a status page in WhatsApp, then I'll just write status as a string and it will send it there. So this is how it works. But for the sake of this tutorial, I think you are aware like how to do that. So you just have to press this on press thing and you have to type another type of navigator that is push named. So this will push you exactly on the screen, which has second assigned. Okay. So what second technically is, second contains that widget's name, stateless widget's name. So that's what second means. So you create inside a material application, you create initial route. Initial route is where you are present technically right now, the home screen. And then you create routes, okay? You have created routes. So in this case, we have one route, that's our first screen on which we are currently, this one. And the second screen, which will be redirected. This is our second screen, okay? And then we type navigator.push name to go to our second screen. Is that clear? Do you guys have any doubts? How we finish all open pages at once? So there is something we have in Flutter that you can technically, what happens is whenever you're opening one page, there's another page about that, right? So if I have like 100 pages of buttons, right? I go inside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Okay. So what's going to happen is I will have to instantiate one separate, a layer of a screen over one another. Okay. Yeah. So to close all those screens, you have to write all those routes, all those named routes into one single function, right? And then you can add that function on a tap of one floating action button. Okay. So whenever you tap on that floating action button, so all the routes which were created previously, they will technically get closed up all at once in on the tap of that floating action button. You got some idea, Varun, like what I'm trying to say here? Is there any command? Okay, let me just search. I'm not sure. Like close all navigation routes in Flutter at once. Flutter remove all routes. So we have the navigator method as called push name remove until. So what remove until will do. So let's say you have first page, second page, third page, fourth page, seventh page, 100th page. Okay, and on the hundredth page, you want every subsequent page to be removed from 1 to 99, and you want to go on to first one. So what push named and remove until will do is that it will go from page 100, page 99, page 88, page 70, page 60, page 50, page 40, 30, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what we will write there is that we will write this exact command. Instead of login, we will write the name of our first screen, that is screen first screen, right? So I will write first here, and then this will close all the routes I have. Does that make sense, Varun? Actually, material based route has multiple properties, multiple components which you can try. There is one more thing, like you can disable the back button. So whenever the user will, we have to remove first page, Varun. Uh, if you have to remove the first page, what you're trying to say, can you just elaborate on that? Varun? Until then, I will just open here material based out class. Yeah, if you want to remove all the open pages, then you have to just type navigator.push name and replaced until. So the entire code which it was there, remove until the first page. So you, if you have 1,000 pages opened up in your application, and you just have to write this thing here, push name, remove until, and then type here first. So it will close all the 999 pages for you with just one single command, right? All right. Okay, cool. So there are more types of navigators, but for the sake of understanding, I think it makes sense how you can navigate between screens, right? So absolutely, Varun, do try. So yesterday we were able to create this image. We had name, we have the designation, and we have a small bio, and we have the email available. So this URL launcher package has an option to redirect you to an email service as well. So let me just go over here, upload there. Okay, so it supports HTTP URLs. It also supports mail to URL. So whenever you tap on that button, it will redirect you to your default email application. If you are on MacBook, then whenever you will tap on that button, then it will redirect you to your email application. If you are an Android, then it will redirect you to on Gmail application. If it's your default email client on your phone. Similarly, it has a telephone feature as well. So if I tap on a number, it will just make a phone call for me, or just type that number into my clipboard of my call dialer, right? So we can try that as well. Here's the code for launch to email. So let me just go to the example of this. Okay. Okay. So yeah, on pressed, make a phone call. Okay. Email, mail actually. Yeah. So I have this email launch URI, which will just tell me what I have to do. And I will launch email URI to string, right? Let me just copy this up into my code. Okay. Right below this, copy this here. I will go here, with launch URI to string. Sorry. Let's see if I'm able to access that. Okay, okay. No, we have a different method for that. I will go to an example. Hi, Abhijit. Okay, this is the official Flutter plugins directory, right? So you can go inside these packages and you will see the official packages which were written by people later on adapted by Flutter. So these can be considered like official packages here. So Android Alarm Manager, Android Intent, okay, camera connectivity, device info. Device info gives you information about your device. Okay, Google Maps, Google Sign In, Image Picker allows you to gives you the functionality to select images from your phone. And these are for iOS specific phones. So likewise, there are multiple plugins and packages which are featured by the official team of Flutter, right? Anyways, so as of now, let's just list the idea of URL launcher, and we'll just go with creating more things here. So what else can we have in a portfolio? We can absolutely have an address. Education, work, absolutely. And what else? We'll just recreate projects. Absolutely, we can have projects. Position, yeah, position. Uh, okay, so absolutely, we can have multiple options. So, did you guys create something similar? Like, if you have created any portfolio application from the course of this lectures we are going on these days. So, can anyone show me like what they have built as of now? Anything, anything will work. Rajiv, Varun. Okay, Shubham has pasted an image. Let me just open this up. Okay, that's great. That's great. Very good, Shubham. So let me just show you what Shubham has made. Okay. So my screen must be visible, right? So this is what Shubham has made, and that's really awesome. Awesome, perfect. So like you can create something like that, right? Yeah, it's just 1 hour work. It's very easy, a single page kind of thing. So did you add Inkwell on them? Like on tapping, was it opening a web page, Raji or Shubham? Rajiv Ranjan, Mars, GitHub bio. Okay, let me just open this up. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's not an issue. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, like you have, it's your resume, it's your online portfolio, right? That's cool. Cool, 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 cool. So no, I was asking something with respect to Flutter thing, Rajiv, actually. And other pages are not connected to homepage. Okay, Varun has also, okay, wow, you guys are really doing something. That's really awesome. Okay, Varun has created profile UI and main UI. Okay, that's your main code, absolutely. The profile UI is right here. So we'll just fire this up right now. go back here. What are the main function we have used? Cool. Okay, you guys are having issues with uploading code on GitHub, right? I will show you exactly how you will do that with Flutter. Okay. Okay. Okay, is there some issue here? This works fine. I think there must be one more. Yeah, it's good. Hopefully a package name correcting the name to the package name of the existing method. Control Shift P, then search for publish. Okay. Okay, cool. Control Shift P. Varun has also created another. Okay, let me just actually do that. Okay. So let me just show you how to just upload your code on GitHub, right? So first thing you should have your Git on your system, okay? And I will log in my GitHub here. Okay. So I hope all of you have GitHub accounts first of all. If you don't have, I'll create one right now. Yes. One. Okay. 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 So we have to verify, pick a spiral galaxy. Pick a spiral galaxy. Any of you are interested in astrophysics or space science? So I'm just doing something like. Okay, so this is my GitHub account, okay? So I just want my local files to be uploaded here. So I'll just go to my repositories. I don't have any repositories. I don't even have a profile picture, okay? So I will just create a new repository here. First of all, it has sent me a verification mail. So I will just go to my gmail.com and I will verify my email. Here is the email. I will verify it and we are good to go. So let's go to my repositories and create a new repository. Let's name this Flutter GitHub showcase, okay? And I will make this repository either private or public. So I will just make it public as of now. And if I want to add a README file, then I'll just tap on this and get ignore. So these all will be handled by Flutter, okay? All these three things, okay? I will create the repository and the repository has been created. So here you will get the desired, basic things like how to proceed with that, right? So you'll get them. Okay. So now I will first check out like which username I am on. So git config. Okay. So this will just tell me which username I'm on right now. So yeah, no. Yeah, this will git config user.name. Okay, so this is there's some different username inside my PC as of now, right? So what I will do is I will have to first set up Git for my PC, right? Are you guys following up what I'm doing as of now? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, is it fine? No one is responding. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
They are responding in chat. Yes.
Actually, my system just freezed up. Okay. Okay, you can see publish to GitHub. You select either public repo or private repo. If you are trying, you need to go to link GitHub, then just need to give a repo link. Yeah, we know, absolutely. Thank you, Vinu. This method direct from VS Code to GitHub. Yash is showing another one. Okay. Can we upload complete project on GitHub or file by file? Yeah, absolutely, Varun. That's what I'm showing, like how to upload your complete project on GitHub. Okay. Okay, cool. So first of all, we have to go to, we have to, I just need a documentation so you all can follow up, okay? So set up my Git on my PC. I will just get some links here, okay? These are just basic links to go with. So as of now, where is my phone? Okay. I will go to resources, okay? Go to my github.com. I will sign this on my GitHub. Okay? So let's say if I'm going to create a basic project. This is um, I don't know if I am going to do it. Let's go to the beginning. So the thing is, if I am going to show you that course, then I'll be needing the. So when you're going to set it up, you need to specify your SSH keys. Okay. So these are just keys which identifies your fingerprint, like from which computer you are communicating. So that will contain the keys for that. Okay, so for generating SSH keys, you can just go over this guide and follow this stuff like how you can generate. Okay, so we have agents to try this, but I am just able to realize that this will take a lot of time if I'm going to show you. And this is not Flutter oriented as of now, but trust me, if you're going to follow this guide, then you can generate. It's very easy to create. So I just need a voting here if you guys want to go with or not. Shall I just show this up because this is not oriented? Yeah, you can do that line by line, absolutely, like file by file, but that's not a good option to go with. I will just, I'll do what is, I have to remove this. Sorry. If you can try the method I have told in chat, maybe that will be easy for them. Yeah, the VS Code one, right? Yeah, okay, we can go with that. So technically what happens is you have the version control here. So you have to publish your entire system to GitHub. So right now I'm in a directory inside my project directory. So I have never worked with VS Code when it comes to, uh, to maintaining my systems because I work with multiple files and I have a basic system infrastructure to run up to create projects. You can just allow the GitHub thing to happen and it will authorize the VS Code. Okay. So now in this case, let's just put the username to be Yash Pathak. Okay. Okay. So now it has authorized me to, to create repositories and all. I will just authorize this. I'll open Visual Studio Code. I will open this up. And I can publish this entirely from here. Okay. If I want it to be public or private, I can select. I want it to be public. So it has created my first commit, and this will happen instantly. So yeah, now I have one new directory with the name portfolio here, and this will actually successfully published. We want to go to the external website open. Okay, cool. Now it has been connected, right? Okay, cool. Now what I want to do is I want to commit these changes. Not an issue. So now I have to type commit message. So let's name it my first commit. Okay. I'm not able to see still. No changes to commit. What is that? So we don't have anything to commit as of now. So we know what could be the possible issue here. Absolutely, yeah. Because it's for the first time I'm using VS Code for VCS, so that is version controlling. I basically use terminal for everything. Source control, commit repositories, stages, changes, I'm inside this. So yeah, this is a good thing that we are resolving things so that it makes up easy for all of us. No changes to commit. Well, let me just type this again. What is problem? The changes I want. I feel I'm familiar with Android Studio and I'm going to publish using Android Studio. Yeah, yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine. Totally fine. I will, yes, we will like to still all the changes. Yes. Yeah, repo has been created, but we wanted a code to be pushed in, right? We know. This is why I follow that approach because no files have arrived here. Okay, cool. So you know what? I will do one thing. I will project my screen from this PC. I'll project my entire screen here. We'll stop presenting from here. Okay. I will project my entire screen. So it should be visible. So is it visible as of now? My screen? It's visible, right? Okay, cool. So first thing we do is we go to our terminal. Okay. I am on my computer, my personal laptop. Okay. So I will go to my desktop. I will create a folder. I will create a folder and I will name it, let's say, test. I will go inside test. Okay. And then I will Flutter create M&M. This will create a Flutter project for me with the name M&M, right? Cool. Now I will go inside M&M. I will open M&M. So here is my project. Okay. I will open my terminal. Here is my terminal. And then I will go to my GitHub account. And I will create a new repository. I will name it test me. Okay, I want it to be public and I will create this repository. So we are done. Okay, now I will come back to my code. I will just git init. Okay, so I will initialize my GitHub inside this. Likewise, okay. Then I will remote origin. So this is my remote repository, and I want it to be connected to my local repository. Have you synchronized the code with Revo after giving the commit name tick mark? Yeah, absolutely. I did that when. Yeah. So now I will just git remote add origin here. Cool. Now I will add the file. I will commit the file. Okay. And then git push origin master. What's the issue? ID address certified to list memos, permission denied. Could read from remote repository. Permission denied publicly to the people. Why is that so? Taco has no ED file. I think that's why it's showing up. See the bottom left, the second option. Can you click on that? Bottom left, second option. Okay, this one. Yeah.
No. Wait, after the master option, the second one.
In the master option, where?
See the bottom
Yeah, yeah.
Bottom.
I can see
Yeah,
that. I
just after that. Just after that, there's an option like a cloud symbol.
yeah, yeah. Master has to be there, right?
Uh,
I am master.
no, there's a cloud option, cloud like symbol after the master. Can you click on that? That's the
Yeah,
synchronization.
yeah. Let me just try that out. Where was I? Yeah, I was here. Yeah. No, actually,
No,
it's showing up. Yeah, yeah.
just you see the master option bottom left, and after
Yeah,
that there's a second option,
yeah, yeah.
cloud.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So it's trying to pull first to integrate the changes. So I cannot push refs to remote. The log is also not important. Anyways, we are having some issues here. I will technically, you know what, I will make a video of this. I'm running into issues because my PC was previously owned by the guy named Sachin, and his Git username is assigned here. So I will do these things entirely, and I'll make a video, and I'll upload that video soon inside the Discord server, right? Is that fine? Is that works? Will that work? Because see, uploading your code on GitHub is very important because you cannot, you know, allow your project to stay here and there. So it's very important to learn how to version control your source code. Is that fine, Vinu? Rajiv, Shubham, and all the people who just waited patiently for this, but we are running low on time. Yeah, there are multiple YouTube links for that. Yeah, absolutely. Both of my PCs were not configured, so that's making us issue. GitHub, Flutter. So yeah, how to upload your project on GitHub? It's like the first video you can go with, and it's very easy to set up when you're going with that. But my computer technically have 3 to 4 users, both of this PC as well as the Mac. Git init, git status, add dot, commit and remote command git push. Yeah, I actually tried that. My portfolio in build and Flutter. Okay, Rajiv, I will check this out. Yeah. Mm, yeah, I understand. I understand. My PCs are not configured. I have 4+ accounts on every computer, so this causes issues most of the time. I have multiple fingerprints, multiple SSH keys. Mm, Reinitializes Git repository, nothing to provide working safely. Yeah. Anyways, there's always a video available for.
Yes, what you can do, uh, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible, Bridge.
Okay, so you can remove the .git file and then you can initialize the repository first.
See, okay.
Yeah, there is a .git file directory.
I'm sorry. Mm, a lot of okay.
Now you need to check the status, git status. Yeah. git add all dot git add dot git commit -i, and then remote origin. Wait. Go to the GitHub
You can
repository.
simply write git push.
Sorry. I have to first give it a remote origin,
You
right?
can simply write git push.
No, I don't have the remote origin assigned.
There is no master branch. There will be a main branch.
Actually, public key issue is coming which way. I don't have the
Okay,
access
got it.
to. Yeah, this is the issue. We already got the same issue previously because this PC was used by one of my friends, so that's why I'm getting this issue. Anyways, I'll make a video. Will that work? Yeah, cool. So yeah, we do run out into some issues because of multiple tenancy, and also all those people who have made their portfolio, they can share the link to me or inside the Discord server. I have received few links, but these links will be, they are volatile. They'll go as soon as this meeting ends. So I just want all of you to send your projects inside the Discord server. All the people who have made like Vinu, Rajiv, Balgopal, Vinu, Balgopal is the same person. Varun. So all the people are requested to send their links inside Discord server. And whatever happened today, I'm really sorry for that. So there were multiple configurational issues from both of my PCs. And thank you so much for being supportive. And thanks a lot to Vinu and all the people who assessed me into this issue. But anyways, my PC has issues, so I will just sort them out first, and I will make sure that the last day tomorrow just turns out to be much more fruitful, and we discuss more of the things. And about the course of this course of lectures, these 7 days. So the advanced portions of the project will be. Yeah. Thank you so much, Shubham. Thank you so much, Varun. So yeah, the issues like state management, the topics like state management, and dealing with streams, like how you can use Firebase as your backend and everything we are going to discuss in a advanced course later on. So all those people who have joined up for all these 6-7 days, I'm really thankful to all of them. And second of all, you people are really aware like what's going around, and this is a really good thing that you are just going on with that. So I just want you all to be just active and ready for the next event which will come up maybe in April or the end of April. I'll collaborate with Rich for that. So yeah. Any more doubts, any more questions, any more things which you want to complain or quarrel or discuss or debate or talk about? Thank you so much, Varun. Thank you so much. And yeah, so today we all learned a very important lesson that whenever you're going to conduct an online event, just make sure your PCs are configured well. So yeah, and also make sure that everything is just in a good course.